All right, we're live. Hi, Tammy. Nice to see you. Hope you've had a good week. Hope that your date went well. I remember your reading last week. You had a date with somebody. Hope that went well for you. We just want to thank you again, Tammy. You're always here supporting us and keeping the room peaceful. And yeah, it's been great. I don't get any trolls when she's in here. She just keeps everything nice.
We
However,
just need somebody.
I have a troll on my videos though. And this person, they use all different names. A lot of them are Indian or Pakistan names. There's names like that. But each one changes because I have them blocked, right? And I have them removed from a channel. But what they're doing is they start off really nice and say, oh my gosh, something terrible happened to me, but I was watching this meditation by blah, 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 Susie Q as an example. Do you get that?
I've had somebody on my channel this week saying that, and I deleted the comments.
Well, don't just delete it. You can go in and say block, like remove them from they're not allowed to leave.
Right, because I thought, wait a minute, why are
they come in and they were they were focusing on one sign, one side. So if you read it, they're saying, oh, you got to look at this, blah, blah, blah. They've got a great meditation out and it's helped me. So they're advertising on my site, right?
That's what they're doing. Yes, they were doing that on mine.
Yeah. So I just make sure that they can't leave comments on my channel anymore. So read down farther where it's kind of blocking them so that but what happens is they come in all the time under a new name, but it's the same thing. They say the same thing, but you look, it's a different name. So it just keep blocking them. They're trying to use our platform to advertise. Why they don't want to have their own YouTube channel, I don't know. But anyway, it's just a pain. You have to go in and I
do check all my comments.
Yeah, I do too.
Anyway.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, 99.5 times out of 100, they are so lovely and life-affirming. There was only one I got one time, and I understood. They said, lovely cards, but please, can we see you shuffling them?
Oh, I know. I get that. I get that the odd time too.
So I said, yeah, that's no problem.
I've had them even say, oh, you don't shuffle your cards. And I don't know if I can trust your reading because you're probably handpicking them. Listen, people, I put out 19 videos a week. I'm not young. Do you think I'm going to go through and go, oh, no, I'm going to put this one here? It doesn't happen like that. And what I keep telling them, even in the beginning of my videos, this is a general. Not every card or the energy will resonate with everybody. And they're not listening, right? And they just prefer to see people shuffle. So I do it. You do a little, I do a little.
I do.
I try to meet my people, right? Halfway. But after 10 years, you figure you've learned the routine, right? But do you show yourself, or do you just show the cards, or do you show both, or do you shuffle, or don't you shuffle?
Right? I do a mixture now.
So do I, like me. And so what I do is I lay out my oracle. I shuffle them though. Angel, will you bless my cards, please? Blah, blah, blah. They fly out, but they're just not seeing me do that. So all the oracle cards are there, but I shuffle the tarot because that's the message that they're looking for, is that tarot. So, and I'm only using 5-card spread. So it's okay. I don't mind doing that, but people are funny, right? I don't think you've got integrity because you're not shuffling your cards. We think you're picking them. Yeah, I don't think 19 videos a week gives me time to pick cards.
The other thing as well, Brenda, you do 2 more decks. You've got your oracles and plus another 2.
I have the oracles, I have the tarot, and then I have a confirming tarot, and I have my download message. So I work with a lot of cards. 10? So I'm working with a lot of cards to begin with, but I try to keep it in a time span where I'm not trying to go much more than 12 minutes because you lose their interest. People certainly lose there's some beautiful readers out there, but if they're going to do an hour reading, I'm sorry, you've lost me. Divide it up.
It depends on the cards as well. There was one a couple of weeks ago when I did the first line of tarot, and then my oracle, these Time to Shine, which are a tarot deck, like a trainer deck. And I used those to confirm everything, and the same cards kept coming out. So I just said, at the end of the reading, it's literally what I've just said. And it's just confirming what I've just said.
But it's a different sign you're working on, right? And yeah, so it's a different sign that you're working on. And but the same cards may come out, and we shuffle them because they're watching us shuffle them, right? And yeah, it's just I figured
I
that
haven't worked out how to do. I think my cards are a little bit big, but I do watch other readers, as you know, while I'm ironing.
Yes, I
Particularly
know.
you, Brenda.
You watch me when you're ironing. I know.
While I'm ironing. So, and there's some of them do this fantastic shuffle
Oh,
where
I
they're
know.
like, I don't know what they do, and then they hold the cards and they all.
You know what? I do that, but then I developed this problem in my thumb. Yes, I do that, and I had to stop doing it because it was killing my hand. Yeah,
It's the second thing that they do, and
look. You can still, yeah, you're talking about, but now what I do is I do this because doing this, doing this, I'm using that thumb.
Yes. Now, but then they do something else.
Yeah.
When they, that's
so,
the first half.
And then they
now,
turn
it. Stop there.
Yeah. So, and I used to do that all the time, but I can't do that now because I've totally wrecked my thumb.
Yeah.
And it's been months and months and months. So it's repetition. So all I do now is they see me shuffle them.
It's the second half of that fancy shuffle, and I'm just worried I'm going to do it. I'm going to get full.
What you do is you bend it, and then they flip back in. Okay, so that's how you do it. I used to shuffle all my cards that way. In fact, I remember Charlotte saying to me, "Brenda, how do you do that fancy shuffle?" And I'd go, "What fancy shuffle?" Well, the one she says where your cards you flip them up. And I said, "I don't know. You mean this is the one you're talking about, Ann." So you go in like this, and then you go like that.
Yes.
Yeah. And all it is you're pushing down this way. And then when you take them in your hand, you bend them. Okay.
Right. Well,
so it wrecked my thumb. And, 10 years of doing this.
Yeah.
It's killed my thumb. So I can't do that anymore. But anyway, hi, Tracy. How are you? I'm going to be acknowledging everybody in the room here.
Yeah, we've got Dean. I saw Dean come in, and
yeah,
Kathy.
Yeah, and Damara,
yeah,
and Marby, she's here. So we've got a few. Yeah, great guys. Thanks for coming in. We had a crazy week last week. Out of 16 people in the room, 13 did super chats. It was like boom.
It was fantastic.
It was fantastic. I couldn't believe it. Everybody had a beautiful question to ask. They were donating. It was an amazing super chat Sunday. But we never know what we come out here, right? Who we're gonna have, how many we're gonna have, and we just go with it. And we always figured that this is what spirits led us to.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna go with, right? So yeah. So guys, my hair is just drying. I have a little bit of a kink in it. But I didn't dry it today. I had a shower and I thought, what the heck? I'm just going to go natural here with the hair. So if I'm not looking the way
Brenda, you're a hairdresser. Your hair looks always fabulous. There's no pressure on me.
You've got nice thick hair though. I'm growing it a little bit. I was going to cut it again. As soon as you do, you bump into somebody and they go, "Oh, Brenda, I like your hair. You're letting it grow." And I go, "Oh, okay. I guess I'm not going to." Right. Arthritis is getting to all of us. Yeah. Kathy's saying, yeah, I know, Kathy. And, being a hairdresser for, 40 some odd years, using my hands and everything too. But it was this shuffling that did it to me. And I was doing it a lot. And new decks are stiff, right? We just do it. And you buy new decks and they're very stiff. And, it's hard on the cards anyway. I mean, I am really hard on my cards. I beat my cards up. I've always been rough, and then I just buy another deck. But I'm infusing, all the energy that I need, and I need to feel in them. Some people, that read, I won't mention any names, but they rub the card. Everybody's got their own technique, right? But a lot of things that I do as an intuitive, just like you, Anne, you're very intuitive too. And Anne was saying to me last week, she was like, she hopes today isn't quite as busy, but she said, I loved it. But she says it was like boom, 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 boom. And that's how I work, right? And when I had brought you in the first time, it was kind of intimidating. And Kathy, I'll tell you that too. Kathy says, yeah, I like the speed you go. But I always say to people, if I'm going too fast and I bring them in my room, I don't want to stress you out. You should enjoy what you're doing, and everybody moves at their own pace. But that's just me. I'm boom, boom, boom. That's how I do it.
It was fantastic. I mean, I came out of the room when we finished off last week, and of course it's afternoon view, it's, you know, evening and bedtime for me. And I just thought a cup of Yorkshire tea is just the thing that I need right now.
You needed a rest, right?
Nice little cup of tea. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, but
No,
it was
I know.
really good.
Yeah. But we never know. We never know what our day is going to be when we come out, because people don't pre-book super chats, right? If you have that kind of a channel where you don't have the super chat, people send you stuff to your PayPal link. But we just go according to the way it is here. So it was phenomenal. It was unbelievable. And it just went on for me because I had nothing but back-to-back private readings. I couldn't believe it. And 2 to 3 of them were new. The rest were repeats, right? Men and women that come to me. And, you know, some were having half an hour, 45 minutes, hour-long readings. I had an email video reading coming in. I mean, I looked at my super chat, my AdSense account, and I went, whoa, wow. In a couple of weeks, I made that much money. Like, it was like, yeah. And I've had people say, oh, Brenda, you should raise your rate. You're too good. You know, it's not the way I work. You know, I charge 50, 100, and 150. I know a lot of people have a set pace at $200, $300. I think you have to be fair to people. And I had said to myself, why am I out here? I'm out here to help people. Yes. I'm out here. And if
I do the same for the same reason,
and really, I'm not out here to be a millionaire or get rich. I'm very happy with what people pay me. I even have people pay me and then send me a $20 tip. And I go, well, you don't owe me that much. No, you went another 10 or 15 minutes with me. I appreciate your time. And people are beautiful. I have beautiful, beautiful clients that come to me. And, you know, for you guys out there that say, well, you know, I don't want to start charging them. Believe me, you're worth it. And trust me, when you have clients say to you, and these are men, very well-to-do men that I do, and they'll say, Brenda, you're really undercharging yourself. You're not, you know, you're worth the money. And I just go, thank you very much, you know, but these are my rates, and I'm still making money, and I'm happy. So you guys out here that are so good, and you know who I'm talking to. We won't mention any names. K, letter K. You're worth every penny, my darling. So don't you ever think that you're not. Okay, what's she saying? She's saying about her hair. I'm grab my hair out to you, and instead of cutting it, I just took the chairs and just cut some layers into the link so that it's fluffier and it melts. You do a great job on your hair, Kathy. I have to tell you, you do a great job.
That is amazing if you can cut your own hair. Yeah, I'd be in a real pickle if I started to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to make any mistakes. You know,
yeah, like a chunk out the fringe at the front because you've got the scissors the wrong way. No.
That's the first place kids cut their hair, right? Boom. And they bring them into the salon and they have this hole here. And I look at them and I think, she found the scissors, did she?
Yeah, at school. Oh, when I've worked in a primary school, not as a teacher, just in the office at a primary school, I have known that happen. And it's awful when you have to ring the mum
their mother. Oh, you know what happened to me?
By the way, when you pick them up tonight.
Believe it or not, I had this huge head of long hair, right? I had a father that had one daughter, all the rest were boys. She's got to have long hair. Well, I have native in me, right? My hair, my plait was like this. It was so thick when I was a kid. And I went to school, and I guess my mother had left my hair down. And believe it or not, I went to, in grade 3, a one-room schoolhouse. It was a rural schoolhouse, number 4. And they went from, I think, kindergarten to grade 6 or something. And I was in grade 3. And it's in the country. Well, the boys decided they found a burr bush. And they threw burrs in my hair.
Oh, no.
And the teacher literally, all she had, I mean, she's not a hairdresser, right? She didn't know that you could put oil on it or wet my hair, or we didn't know. She didn't know in those days. So she was gently trying to cut them up. She was crying. She was furious at the boys. I don't know who they were. I don't remember. But it was 2 boys that liked me. And both of their names were Johnny. But the one Johnny stole a purebred collie puppy out of his barn to give me because I had fallen and broken my arm on a hay wagon. But he remembered those burrs. So 2 Johnnies, but the one made amends. And his father comes tramping up the lane. They're purebred. They're registered. I'm selling them. You don't give a puppy away. And his father didn't have the heart. Here I had a broken arm. His father didn't have the heart to take the dog away from me. Do you know that damn dog ran out on the road and got killed?
Oh.
Yeah, he's still a puppy. But anyway, yeah, burrs in my hair. Can you imagine?
No, well, I can't because I can see what they are. Yeah, they've just got little hooks on them. That, I mean, Mother Nature is very clever, but the last place you want that
and they're impossible, almost impossible. I mean, she didn't know how she was going to tell my mother because my mother always had my hair. She used to do it up and curl it, and she kept my hair beautiful. And for me to go home with these, I don't know how she did it, but I think my mom put oil or cooking oil or lard in it or something in it to get it out. But
what a
boys will be boys, right? But there were two Johnnies and they both liked me. That was a funny way of showing a girl you like her, but that was boys.
Certainly got your attention.
Well, we'll get your attention. We'll throw birds in her hair, you know. Too funny. Tamara saying, "Oh my God, yeah, it was crazy." Okay, we got Marby as well, so we're going to start our super chats now. We've just had a really good tongue wag. We've had fun here kibitzing, and everybody needs to have fun, right? So we're going to go back to Tammy. If Tammy has a question. Because we teased her about her date. She wants one on a love reading. Okay, Tammy. You got it.
Okay, Tammy, thank you for always being our lovely gatekeeper, for everything you do. We are so grateful. So your reading, we have got some fabulous cards. The first one, 2 of coins. This is all about balance, you staying balanced. So our lovely little angel, she's trying to juggle and ride a unicycle all at the same time. So there's plenty going on. So this card often shows up if there's a lot going on and you're trying to juggle all sorts of different things at once. So this card says just stay balanced, stay grounded, very much look at finances and keep those in balance, work-life balance, and how much time do you give away, and making sure that you take time out for yourself as well. The 3 of Wands is next. This is about dreaming big and then dreaming even bigger. It's looking out to the future. It's looking at the long term. And now it's you starting those first little action steps to get you where you'd like to go. So on the card, the meaning of it is the long-term goal is the healthy forest. But this little angel needs to plant the little seedlings first. So this is you looking at the long term. Where do you want to be? Where would you like to go? But start doing something about it now. Do those first little action steps. Now, they may seem very simple. They may seem very insignificant. They're the important ones because they're the ones that get you moving forward to where you want to go. So dream big, dream bigger, put a date on it, and you've got a goal. And then we've got the 9 of Cups, wishes coming true. This is lovely. It's one of the happiest cards in the whole deck. This is you manifesting exactly what it is that makes you happy. And it's actually showing up. So it's absolutely lovely. It's happiness, it's contentment, it's the teacups or the cups suit. So it's very much to do with emotions, how you feel. So it's happiness, it's fulfillment, it's joy, and wishes coming true. So wish you well with that, Tammy. That's absolutely lovely.
Maybe I should just let her hear your reading because my reading is not as positive. Sorry, Tammy, but this is what I've got for you. I do think that there's going to be a sudden crash to this relationship. It's not going to be a forever one. Okay. There's not enough chemistry here. There is a strong magnetic attraction when you first met each other, but it's not going to last. Okay. But I want you to stay optimistic. Okay. There's more fish in the sea. Don't get all, don't think and blame yourself for any of this, but it's suddenly going to end. And it may be you that realizes that this person isn't really for you. I see you as a fairly peaceful person. This person's got issues. I think he's still battling with them. His past is still there haunting him, and he can't move forward dragging that anchor. Okay. He's always trying to struggle. He's always trying to compete. He has a short fuse. He may not show it to you yet, but beware of that. He's not afraid to get into a battle or an argument or a fight. Okay. Beware of that. Okay. Because that is and if you guys are trying to work things out, it'll end up being a no-win situation. I see this person is set in his own ways. He has his own ideas and he's not about to change them. Okay. I'm not saying he's not a nice person, but he comes with baggage. Okay. It's going to be an ongoing battle to keep this situation together. Okay. When we're in relationships, we don't want to have battles at all. So I'm just saying later on down the road, I don't think this is going to be a long lasting lifetime relationship. At first, there is some chemistry and then it's gone. Okay. There's an attraction, but there's not enough chemistry to keep this relationship going. And chemistry doesn't have to do with the bedroom. It's the general energy that you both have with each other, the connection that you have. So my cards are not as positive. You can take whatever ones you want, but mine are saying this will not be a lasting lifetime relationship. You're going to find things out about this person who comes with his problems, and he may start to express them or show some of those traits and characteristics. He's dragging that anchor with him from his past. He's got to let that go. Okay. You're not his punching bag, and he doesn't, and you shouldn't be an option. Okay. So stay optimistic. Okay. Stay positive, have faith. Okay. You're going to find the right person. I'm not saying don't go out with him anymore. I'm not saying that at all, Tammy, but I'm just saying keep your eyes open, because I think eventually you're going to find out he's going to start demonstrating some of those past issues that he's had in his life. Okay. He might still be carrying some anger from a relationship he was in, Okay. So yeah, you know me, I don't sugarcoat things, Tammy. Okay. Tracy, see, how are you? Always thanking you, Tracy, for your kind and nice comments on my videos every week. I would like to know if I will be offered the 911 dispatcher position in Montana. Oh, okay. Oh, Tammy, you're a doll. Tammy says, thank you, Brenda. Exactly what I needed to hear. It's just keeping an open mind, Tammy. Okay. Nobody's perfect. We all come with our own little blemishes and that, but just keep your eyes open for any red flags that come up. You don't need to take on other people's drama or think that you can rehab somebody. Okay.
So, Tracy, thank you for coming into the room. And again, thank you for all your lovely comments on my channel as well. So I'm looking at this question. Will you be offered the 911 job? Now, the first card we've got, 6 of Cups, 6 of Teacups. This is a card of the past, remembering the past with love. But this is also a card of you doing what you've always wanted to do. So if this is something that you're really excited about, this is looking good, because this is you being very successful doing what you've always wanted to do. Now, when this offer comes in, 4 of Coins here, you really do need to consider situations. This is the whole job. Situations of too much or too little. So what's the pay scale like? What are they offering you? Is it enough? How much extra time? We've got to get work-life balance back in balance. On the card, we're trying to get this little set of scales back in balance. So we have to look at money. That's to do with the coins. We have to look at work, time and energy. So work-life balance. Very important to do something that keeps your work-life balance manageable and life-enhancing. How much time and energy you're going to be giving, especially in a job like that. Make sure that you take time out for you to rest, relax, rebalance and reset. You need to take notice of that. We've got the Page of Pencils coming in. This is the Page of Swords in traditional tarot. And this is about new information, new inspiration, new ideas. Now, this is you finding out, and the next card, which I'm coming to in a minute, it's all about clarity coming in. And you have the 2 cards of clarity. So I think you will be finding out information. Now, this little page here can sometimes be a little bit tactless. So take no notice of the person telling you the information, but listen to what they have to say, because this can sometimes mean a slight detour, a slight change to plan, but it's keeping you on track. And then we've got the Ace of Pencils, Ace of Swords. This is you working it out. It's the ace. It's the start of the suit. It's a new beginning. This is clarity, new ideas coming in. So when we've got these 2 together, I do feel that you will be finding out new information that you need to know. Moving forward, we've got 3 of Coins. This is you working as part of a team. Teamwork making the dream work. Everybody working together. Everybody bringing their skills and talents to the team and it working very effectively. And finishing off, we've got the Queen of Cups. This is the most beautiful energy of the carer, the helper, the healer. This queen devotes herself to helping other people feel better. And in order to be so good at that, she has to look after herself first. So this is a little reference again to making sure that everything's balanced. In order to be this good, which this queen is, she's the top of the tree, she's learned all her lessons, she has to look after herself first. So if you will be offered the role, I would say looking at this information, yes, because you're going to get new information coming in. Make sure you know all the information. I do think you will have to work out when you get the terms and conditions and all of the other HR paperwork and contracts. Make sure it's a balanced lifestyle that goes along with it, because when you're doing 911, you're really at the sharp end. So I can see you being offered it. And I would say when you get that information, read it through thoroughly and make sure that when you're moving forward, you're doing it in a way that you're working as a part of a team, obviously with other people, definitely working effectively like the Queen of Teacups, but make sure that balance and your well-being comes first, and then you'll be fabulous. So I hope that resonates, Tracy, and I wish you well.
Thank you, Anne. Beautiful. Okay, Tracy. So you, okay. I don't know. You must have applied for it or let them know that you wanted it. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. They know you're out there. You're marketing yourself with the star. You are the star. Getting yourself known out there. I think you'll get. I think there's a good possibility because the offer comes in. The Page of Pentacles is good news about money, changing jobs. Actually, okay, so that's a good thing. And then you have the Page of Cups, which means I think you're going to like it. You know, this the page brings, you know, brings love, brings the intention of something really good that you're going to love and like. So, you know, trusting your intuition here as well. I think that you're going to find that you would like this job, but new job is what this is all about with the Page of Pentacles. Now, you're going to stand your ground. You've got that Queen of Wands. She's determined to go after her goals. There may be people trying to talk you out of taking this job. There, I see people scratching their head and saying, Tracy, you're applying for what? Don't let them deter your direction. She's also very good in business. So I think that, you know, you're making the right decision. This is something that you probably thought about for a while. You didn't just jump off the cliff without checking your parachute. As I say, it's going to be good. This is good business sense. You've got the King of Pentacles. That's the Midas touch. This is a card of, you know, money being good, secure, finances being stable. This is about being good in business here. So this is the Midas touch. You're going to land on your feet and come up smelling like a rose. Now, basically, they say any doors of opportunity that open, which I do see the offers coming in, you're going to accept them with confidence. Okay, you've got this. Now, an extra card flew out, and Anne will tell you when that happens, we take it. Okay, guess what you got? You got the happy ever after card, the 10 of cups. So great way to end. I do think that you could be offered this job. It's something that you really want. The money's going to be good. I think it's going to be stable. You're going to be secure. You're going to know what you're making. You're going to be happy with that. You're going to like it. I think they recognize you for who you are and the capabilities that you have, the talents that you have, and on your resume to apply for it. So I think it's very promising that you could get this offer. Great. I'm hearing yes about 911. It comes with stress you did not expect, but you will find the balance and be very successful. Yeah, thanks, Kathy. Kathy's intuitive. You know, she's reading it intuitively. She's not pulling cards like we are. So yeah, I see it happening, and Anne feels very good about it. And look, you've got three people here that are saying that this is a good move for you. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, our next one is Marby. Marby wants a general. Okay, Marby. Thanks, Kath. Hope you're feeling better. So hot here, guys. My air conditioner is going here behind me because it's going to 31 Celsius here. That's pretty hot.
Yes. And loses her sense of humor at 28, Brenda. You're way beyond
that. Well, we're used to it, but we've got great air conditioning. You don't have that over there.
No, we've got central heating, which is good in winter.
Yeah, but I get migraines. Like I would be getting a horrible headache if I didn't have air conditioning, and also allergies. Cleans things out, right? So hi, Stephanie.
So Marby, thank you for coming into the room. I've pulled 4 cards for you, and 2 of them are major arcana cards. So they're lovely. They're high energy. They're the first suit in the tarot deck, and it's louder energy, larger energy. But the first one I've got for you, for your general reading, Knight of Wands. So this is things taking off and taking off quickly. The knights are all on my deck. They all have a motorbike because it's fast moving energy. And this Knight of Wands is the fastest of them all. And coming in saying, think it through and act with care, because this knight can be a bit fast, a bit furious, and a bit impulsive. So when things suddenly take off and get really busy, this knight says, just take a step back. Don't go off in a mad rush and make snap decisions. Think it through, put the kettle on, have a cup of tea before you decide. We've got the 3 of coins next. This is you working as part of a team. It's teamwork, making the dream work. Everybody working together, everybody cooperating, everybody bringing their lovely talents and creativity to the team. And when everybody does that and works together, that can be very successful. Now we've got the first of the major arcana cards, number 13, new beginnings, a transformational new beginning, a new chapter opening up for you, a new start, something that you're really excited about. And when this shows up, the card right after that is the Magician. So just in case you were thinking, oh, I'm not sure, this Magician says you are ready. You have everything you need. You can do it. So something new starting off can happen quite quickly for the best reasons possible. Just take your time, think it all through, and then this fabulous new beginning coming in for you. And this Magician coming in with this lovely energy, like an arm on your shoulder saying, hey, you've got this. You can do it. You're ready. No room for self-doubt. Have confidence and self-belief and make the most of this fabulous new start. So Marby, I hope that resonates with you.
Okay, beautiful. Marby, you've got the moon. The moon is the energy of Pisces if you're dealing with a Pisces energy. But, trust your instincts. If there's information that you need to find out, do your research. It's always a wolf and a dog. The wolf goes on instinct, gut feelings, learns from that. And the dog's been taught things. You've got enough in your database right now. But there could be some secrets that might be revealed in the background that you need to look into if you're not 100% sure about a situation. You could be very tired. The four of swords comes in. That means you need to take a time out, call a truce, step back. Don't do anything in a big hurry. However, you do have the knight of swords, which is fast energy too. You might have been very busy in the past, and now it's time for you to get your rest, because there is that knight, and you had that as well, the knight of swords. So fast moving energy. Pull back on the reins a little bit, take some time, do some time management. Don't force yourself to do anything too quickly. It also is indicative of a big change coming in that could be coming in very quickly. Okay, so there could be a big change. You're being told to seize the moment. If an opportunity comes in that you can't refuse, go after it, because you've got the King of Pentacles, that Midas touch card. Can't make a mistake. You had that too, didn't you?
No, I've got new beginnings though.
Yeah. And I've got the World as well. So, this is definitely, you're moving on. You can't make a mistake. Any opportunities that come in, seize a moment. Okay. Carpe diem, go after them. You won't make a mistake. This could bring you more security. Now, at the end, you've got the World. The World's at your feet. This is the end of one phase and the beginning of a new one. I love this card because it means you can pretty much set your compass and go in any direction you want to go. Okay. So this is really good. Thank you so much, Marby. I hope that makes sense to you. All righty. We've got a new one here. Elizabeth says, will Scott send in paperwork soon or remain stubborn? Okay. Let's see. Will he send in the paperwork soon? Thank you, Elizabeth.
Okay. Interesting. Elizabeth, thank you for coming into the room, and what a pleasure to read for you. So you've got 4 cards, an extra one flew out, so I'll come to that at the end. And 3 of them are court cards, so that's kings and queens. So the first one, King of Pencils, King of Swords in traditional tarot. This king is very much representing professional advice. Here they are on the card, look, giving a speech. This king energy is very much associated with legal issues, and financial issues. So it could show up as part, financial advisor, a solicitor, a lawyer, anybody who would give specific advice, especially on complex paperwork. And this king is very clear thinking, very logical, straight to the point, not to be messed with. Very, very, almost a seriousness to this energy. Right next to that, we've got the Queen of Pencils, divine counterparts. So we've got the king immediately followed by the queen, and she is similar in character. Straight talking, straight thinking, clear as a bell. She sees through any nonsense and just won't stand for it. And she's very much an energy of out with the old and in with the new, clearing away what she doesn't need without hesitation, saying, that's not working for me, thank you. Don't need that anymore, because I'm already moving forward to something new. Then we've got the King of Coins, Midas touch king. Very, very successful. This is the king who's very financially well placed. They're confident, they're successful. Anything they do turns it to success. And this is very much associated with home life, finances, family life. It's very grounded energy. So we've got a great deal of success here. The Four of Teacups is your final card, and this is about looking at things from a bigger picture. Our little angel here, she's so focused on these three tiny teacups, which are the past. She's got to let that go, because right beside her, she's got this fabulous new opportunity. And right at the end, this extra card, 10 of Pencils, the end of a difficult time and a much improved situation. So the question was, will he send in his paperwork? I think he might have to be persuaded to send in the paperwork.
Oh, shoot.
But I do think it will happen, because you've got this King of Coins energy here, which is the success. It's the end of the past. It's now time to turn around and look towards something new and a very, very much improved situation. So will he send his paperwork in? Yes. But I think he might need a little nudge from a figure of authority in order to do that, in order for you to move on to something so much better. So Elizabeth, I hope that resonates with you.
Okay, Elizabeth, I take this as a legal issue as well. There's the Ace of Cups. This may have been a relationship that you were in, and now it's going to end. Something with this person. I don't see it as a business thing. I see it as a relationship and a sort of a divorce and moving on. I think that, you found out some secret about him. You've known all along. You trust your intuition, and you've called it a day. And that's why this is breaking down, and this is why you're waiting for paperwork so that you can end this. You've thought long and hard about this. You've leaned in. You've done everything that you could to make things work. And at the end of the day, you had to do some major soul searching and say, hey, this is for me. I need to be happy. I think you're going to see this happen fast. I think it's going to end quicker than you anticipate. Yes, I do think he might be a bit stubborn, but at the end of the day, I think he's going to have to make up his mind and do that. It's going to give you the Queen of Swords, the ability now to cut ties, cut the situation, cut him out of your life. Okay. You're going to be able to move on in a new direction and wipe your hands clean of the situation. And at the end of the day, I think it's going to work out for you. Okay. You may be wanting to, with this Ace of Cups, this is new beginning too. There could be, as you move out of this situation, there could be somebody new in your life that will make you even happier. You can let me know if I'm on the right or the wrong path, but that's what my cards and intuition was telling me. Elizabeth, thank you so much for your super chat donation and for your question. Well, okay, that was Elizabeth. So, yeah. Okay. So super chats are tidied up. And I'm not saying they're done because we're still out here if anybody wants a specific question, but we're going to go on. And Kathy, we're going to do a reading for you. Okay. We're going to pull some cards for you, Kathy, because you're next in line. Damara had a reading and Marley had a reading. So now we're going to do Kathy, and then we're going to do Damara. We're going to do Dean. Are you here, Dean? And Stephanie. Okay. Last week was a total zoo here. I think this week might be, and you manifested that. You said, just wanted a little bit quieter, and we're getting it. So that's okay. We could use it. And with me not having hydro for 8 hours last night and not having a good sleep because the heat was so high, I'm quite happy to whatever, right?
Yeah.
We'll just take what we get, and
we will, and enjoy it as well. It's
for sure.
So, Kathy, reading for you, and I always give a little thought, and I think there you are in California, and I just send a little thought all the way around the world from where I am. It's amazing. So lovely cards for you. 10 of Coins. You'll know these just as well as I do. 10 of Coins. Happy ever after, happy financial life, happy family life. It's stability, financial security. You really enjoying the little things in life and realizing that they're the big things and the important things. But this is stability, financial security, and happiness in home life, family life, financial life. The reflection card is next, number 20. And I do feel this is where you are possibly at the moment. And it looks like there's not a lot happening on this card, but actually there's an awful lot going on, because our little angel, look, she's put down her rucksack and she's eating cake and drinking tea. And she's assessing, she's reflecting, she's realizing how far she's come, she's realizing how well she's doing. And her sights are set on this little signpost that says climb to new heights. She's planning her next move. She knows where she'd like to go, but just for now, she's gathering her energy. She's taking her time. She's assessing, she's thinking, she's appreciating everything that's brought her to where she is, but she's hatching a plan. She's planning her next move. And then we've got exactly that with this next card, 3 of Wands, looking at the long term, looking at the future, and starting those first little action steps now to get you there. This is the card that says dream big and then dream bigger, because you can. Put a date on it and start the little action steps to get yourself moving forward. This is suddenly the action. After you've reflected, you know what you'd like. This 10 of coins is absolutely beautiful. And then this final card is you now taking the steps to get you there. And the 1 suit is very action orientated. It's exciting. It's enthusiastic. And here you are, busy working on the next steps forward for yourself to get you moving to where you'd like to be. So, Kathy, I hope that resonates with you.
Well, Kathy, you're going to laugh, but you always get this card. This is Temperance. This is you, right? She always gets Temperance in her readings. And it's all about balance and taking yourself to center and feeling at peace and dealing with all the chaos and the white noise and all the obstacles around you that you have to fight every day. And it isn't just your health, but I know what you're going through. So it's just, a matter of knowing that Spirit's got your back. You're always getting downloads of that coming in, and you've always been protected, Kathy, and you will. You've gone through an awful lot of things that other people might not have, and you've come out the other side, and you're stronger for it. So just take yourself to balance here. Don't let yourself do anything extreme right now. Okay, so yeah. All righty. So she's answering what you put down there.
Put a date on it. I've just said that too.
Yeah. There you go. It's an ongoing battle with you, Kathy. You've been fighting for things your whole life, and your health has been bothering you. Things going on in your personal life, but you never give up. This is, the wounded warrior. You keep going forward. You learn from the experiences. You're so resilient. And you know what? That's what Pisces are. We're adaptable. We're mutable. We're changeable. And we're willing to make those changes to move forward, right? So you're going to get through this. All you got to know, and you do know this, that Spirit's got your back, always depicted with an angel or someone with wings behind them. Now, I wanted to pull you an oracle message, and don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. So it's necessary to experience the difficult times. That's when you will grow the most. There is always a light at the end of the dark tunnel. Now, isn't that ironic that message would come in with the message I just gave her? That's what it's about. Stay resilient, stay strong. You're going to come out the other side. Okay. Don't give up. It's difficult. I know. Wow. Okay. Kathy, we love you. Elizabeth is saying, thank you, ladies. Scott is my brother, who I am and did contact with years ago over instability and cruelty. Our mother died, and he simply won't sign paper. He's difficult and tortured soul. Well, it's gonna end. Okay. There might've been a love there at one time, but it's not anymore. That's for sure. But I think you're going to come out ahead of the game. Okay, Elizabeth. I could see love in there, so I was assuming it, but when we break ties with people, it's a form of divorce. When you break ties with a job, you're divorcing yourself from that job, the friendship, the whatever. Okay, so it is a form of divorce. Okay, let's see who we've got. Thank you for confirming with us that. Damara, my beautiful Damara. Here we go. Let's go up here and get our Damara. Go up. You still here, Dean? If you're here, you're eligible here, okay? See if you're here. Dean, are you still chatting to Kathy? Are you still around? If you are, give us a thumbs up or a heads up.
Okay, Damara, you have a fabulous selection of cards. I've put some extra ones for you because yours is a bit like a story and I can't leave it with a chapter left to go. So, first of all, first card, 9 of Pencils, 9 of Swords. Stay positive. Focus on what could go right. Very often we are programmed to do just the opposite. So stay positive. Focus on what could go right. We've got the King of Teacups next. Now, the kings are authority figures. And this king is lovely, kind, compassionate, generous, sharing. Very often in a role where they're helping other people to feel good. Now, this king could be somebody showing up with all the lovely qualities of loving guidance and support. The 10 of Wands is next. This says the difficult times are over with. The stressful times are over with. It's time for you now just to have a bit of a break, a bit of a relax, and get ready for this next adventure. The 3 of Pencils is next. This is again a card of resting, healing, and moving on. So we've got 2 cards of this lovely, almost like a pivot point energy, where the healing's taking place and you're ready to move in a new direction. The 8 of Pencils is next. So we've got all this energy of mind thinking. Be careful not to overthink. Now, this little 8 of Pencils is lovely because our little angel here has put all her overthinking and negativity into that red balloon. And she's just about to pop it with a pin because she's had this new delivery from the self-belief company saying, oh, yes, I can. So this is a lovely card saying, believe in yourself, trust in yourself, trust in your abilities, and don't let any negativity hold you back, especially if it's somebody else's. We've got this lovely King of Teacups who's coming already with the guiding light, the help, support, the encouragement for you. So be mindful not to sabotage yourself with self-doubt or self-criticism. This card says, oh no, your mantra needs to be, oh yes, I can. So when you get yourself in a frame, sometimes they call it reframing, focusing on what could go right, resting, just gathering your energy, healing and moving on. The 2 of Wands next is you doing just that. This is you working alongside somebody else. It's energetic, it's dynamic energy. When you both work together, that's where the success can be found. So this is the movement forward. You've done the healing, you've done the resting, you've done the thinking it through. Now it's time to move forward with loving compassion for yourself, loving support, and making this exciting move forward. So, Damara, I hope that resonates for you. Thank you. And thank you for being in the room and all these lovely comments as well.
Damara, it's very positive, just like Anne gave you. There's an opportunity coming in, a new opportunity that's going to be a new beginning for you with the Ace of Wands. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good news about something coming in, something that you have a passion for, and you may even find a new passion for. You're getting back in the game. You're feeling more inspired. You're ready to jump off and launch into it. Okay, with the Fool card. Just make sure you've got all the information that you need, Damara, before you make that jump. Okay, I think this is going to be a big change in your life, but in with it comes the Midas touch, the King of Pentacles. So you're going to find you're going to have security and stability with this. Whatever this new opportunity coming in is, I always say with the King of Pentacles, don't be afraid to go through that door of opportunity, because you're going to land on your feet and come up smelling like a rose. You're not going to make a mistake. Stand in your confidence and do that. But there's a new opportunity that you're ready to launch into, and it's going to bring you happiness. Now, I do have the Oracle message for you, and it says, are you ready? A chapter in your life is coming to an end. Rest assured that beautiful things are ahead in this next chapter. Let go of all things that are out of control and move forward. There are more beautiful things ahead than any you leave behind. Holy moly. I mean, these oracle cards Spirit gives me are dead on to the tarot cards that fly out. So this is a really good thing for you. Wow. Tamara, she's going for it. Look, she's saying, I am OMG. I'm going for it. Yes. Okay. She's been doing the work.
Yeah. I was reading a book this afternoon by Michelle Knight, a lovely British astrologer. And
yeah, we watch her, the one with big hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things that just came into my head was trust, receive, believe. No, trust, believe, receive.
Yeah.
That's just come through for.
Yeah. Yeah, she's beautiful. I watch her. I haven't watched her lately, but I do watch her, and she's amazing.
She's just published a book. That's the book I was reading.
Oh, okay. I didn't know she's brought out a book.
Yeah.
Okay.
All about manifesting. Yes, it's lovely. Yeah. Really beautiful book. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Well, we're going to do Dean. Dean's here, and then Stephanie's here. Yeah. This could be an early day for us, but we can sit and chat afterwards and talk about what's going on. We're not getting into politics for sure, because we can't change it anyway. Oh, I was telling Charlotte, I had talked to her last night for the first time in a long time about your mom doing that show.
Yes.
We were talking about cable versus streaming. And I want to get rid of my $250 a month cable bill, but I still need my internet, right? My high five. But anyway, she was saying that she's thinking of doing that as well over there in Holland, and she wants all her British shows to stay. So if she can get BBC, she can get all of them. And then that's what led me to tell her about your mother. I said, well, as soon as you find out when it can and what channel it's on and what, you know, I will let her know, because she should be able to see it. And then it'll be amazing. I said, I'm not sure about here in Canada or in the States if we can get it, but I definitely will look into it. So I'm thinking of streaming, because you know what? We got YouTube, we got Netflix, we got Prime, you know, and I'm paying all this extra money for cable. So I'm thinking of getting rid of that big bill.
This is Channel 4, and I'm constantly, I mean, I might even, my mum's going to get a proper digital copy of the thing for herself, you know, when they've got it all done. So she'll be talking to the model.
So it's Channel 4, but what is it? Is it BBC? Is it?
No, it's not BBC. It's Channel 4 is a British channel.
Okay.
So yeah, Channel 4, our Yorkshire shop. Yes, and it's still really exciting. The town. I'll be up there tomorrow, obviously, because I'm popping over to see my mum. And the town is still buzzing after this television program.
Well, yeah, here they are, this little town, this little sleepy town, and all of a sudden now they're out on television, like they're famous, right, for the town. So who wouldn't be excited? I think it's great, especially for the older people that have been there their whole life, like your mom, right? In her 90s. So yeah.
Yes, bless her. Anyway, sorry, Dean, you're waiting for your cards, and I'm talking about my lovely mum. So we'll get back to your cards. So yours are lovely. Page of Wands first. New information coming in. News. Good news. Something that you're really excited about. Something that you are really interested in. So this is good news. It's positive information. Something perhaps that you've been manifesting. All this information coming in to find you. And because it's the one suit, it's exciting information. It could be about a new job, a new creative project. Good news. It's really lovely energy. The Four of Teacups coming in next says, when you get that information from the page, the little messenger, look at the bigger picture, stand back, turn around, look at the whole situation. Don't be so focused on one little part of that information that you miss a golden opportunity in there. So this card says, look from a broader perspective, because right next is the Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a fresh new start. It's this Wands energy showing up again. It's exciting. It's something new, a brand new start, a wonderful new beginning. So make sure that you take time when you've got this information coming in to go through it quite thoroughly. And don't be too focused on one thing. Look at it from a really broad perspective, because the 10 of Wands at the end says the difficult times are over with. This is time for you to just rest and relax, regather your energies, and get ready for this fabulous new start coming in. So make sure that you do your homework, because we've got the Page of Coins. So that's 2 pages showing up. 2 lots of information. This little Page of Coins is the one that does homework. She reads about it, she researches, she finds out everything that she needs to know. And then sometimes she needs a little tap on the shoulder to say, actually, it's time to put that into practice. So 2 pages, lots of information, homework, things to research and read, and get ready for this fabulous new beginning, and know that the difficult times are finished, that's done and dusted and all over with. And it's really exciting and a wonderful opportunity for you. So Dean, I wish you well, and thank you for coming into the room.
Okay, Dean, you got making a break for it. You've got the 7 of Swords. That's the card of deception, deceit, the liar, the cheater, the thief. Somebody around you wasn't being completely honest, and you see them for who they are, and you make a clean break. You're making a break from it. It might leave you feeling a little bit depleted. You might want to just pull back, call a truce, think about things, not rush out, and take a rest. Okay, put your feet up. I wouldn't be getting all stressed out about this. Don't pressure yourself to do anything in a big hurry. You've got a new page coming in. This page is a Page of Pentacles. This is a good news about money, finance, material things in your life. You might be going back. Well, we know you're going back to school. Yeah, that's what this is about. Scholastic and going back to school. That's what you're doing. I don't know if you're wanting to add something to your resume and maybe take another course in something, but I know you're working. So it's difficult to do that unless you go to summer school and you take something. But I do think that you're going to find you are thinking and contemplating about a new job, or it could just be that you're returning to work and it's new again. Coming in with your Tarot Oracle message, you've got choice is the most powerful tool you have. Every choice you make shuts some doors, but also opens several doors, bringing new experiences into your life. At any given time, you can change the direction of your life. You are only one choice away. How appropriate is that, Dean? Right? Welcome, Wanda. Hi, nice to see you. Thanks, Dean, for being in the room. Okay, our next one is Stephanie. Stephanie, I got to go back and find my little stuff. Here she is. All right, Stephanie, we've got some cards for you. Let's see what we have.
Okay, so Stephanie, same card coming out again. You watched me shuffle. Page of Wands is your first card. So the pages are messengers, and the Page of Wands brings in news, new ideas, new information, something that you've perhaps been manifesting actually showing up, new ideas for creative projects. It's good news. So there's new information coming in for you. It can also mean positive change. The 5 of Pentacles is next, and this is about you moving in a new direction with new ideas and a new way forward. And our little angel here, look, she's closed this gate. She's learned from experience. So this is reminding you to do that. You've been there, you've done that, you've got the t-shirt. You know what works for you. You know what doesn't work for you. And now it's time for you to close the door on the things that aren't working anymore and move off in a new direction with some new plans and new ideas. The 7 of Coins says, do the groundwork, get busy, start something. Our little angel here, look, she's planting the seeds. Then the card says, don't worry, I know the success will show up later on. Now she's planting these little seeds, but she can't make them grow any faster. All she's got to do is water them and know that they will flower in their own good time. So get busy with those new ideas. Don't just think about it or put it off or think, oh, I'll do it later. It's time for you to make your move. It's time for you to do the groundwork and start the steps to move you in this new direction. And the Page of Wands brings you the information, the news, and I do feel brings you the inspiration to make that move. So, Stephanie, I hope that resonates with you.
Beautiful. Well, mine's positive too. You've got the Chariot, overcoming great obstacles, making accomplishments here. Planning your move. Like Anne said, one step at a time, plan your move, be prepared. He doesn't go into that arena without being prepared. So this is about you overcoming any obstacles. You've got the control now, and your hard work is going to pay off. And it comes in with the 10 of Cups, happy ever after, happy home life, relationships, stability in the circle of friendship and family. This is really good. I always talk about this card. After the storms, we look for the sun. The sun often brings a rainbow, and we always dream of that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And that could come in the form of time, effort, support, love, or maybe even money. It comes in now, another great card, the Wheel of Fortune. Good luck, good karma. Everything's going to shift for you, Stephanie. So like Anne said, keep applying the effort into something you're passionate about and enthusiastic about, and the universe is going to come in and give you what you want. So it's a card of good luck. Now, your card that you got is, I need you to get excited again, right? I need you to remember you're not in this thing alone. I'm working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels to you. So let go and the stress and just trust me. I've got a pretty incredible ending in your store. In fact, that's why you need to get excited again, because the happy endings I've got coming is going to rock your world. That comes from Spirit and Source. Wow, I love it. I hope, love and sunshine. How are you today? So good cards, Steph. Wow, loving it. Okay, so we have some new people in the room. We have Zane and G-Man. We have Wanda Pierce. We've had her before. And we have, you're welcome, Stephanie. We have Hope, Love, and Sunshine. Hope, Love, and Sunshine says, happy Sunday, everyone. Hope, Lionsgate, and the full moon are treating everyone very, very positively. Wow, that moon was so orange over the lake last night. I took pictures and posted them. I hope you guys on Facebook have seen them. They are incredible. Okay, so Zane, if you're here, Zane, we're going to give you a couple of cards. If you're not, then we're moving on to Wanda. So Zane, we'll give you a minute to come through. If you're here, let us know, and we'll give you a couple of cards, okay? So step forward and let us know you're in the room. If not, we don't want to lay cards down. We'll move on to the next person in line. So we'll give it a minute and see if Zane's here. Give her a minute. They may have just popped in to say hello and left. Okay, so Wanda, let's do one. Oh,
Zane's here.
There you are. Okay. All right. All right, Zane. I was ready to move on, but that's great. It takes time. Sometimes there's a bit of a delay. Oh, hi, Gerald. How are you? Trend Zone's here. Nice to see you. All right, let's see what we've got. Let's go in here with Zane and G-Man. Okay, let's see what we've got. All righty.
Okay.
Hi, Sullivan Anna. How are you?
So we've got, for Zane, we've got the ego card to start off with. So this is a card that reminds you that it's time to leave behind anything that's weighing you down or holding you back. Anything like those heavy rocks there on the card. So that could be guilt, fear, self-criticism. That's a good one to leave behind. Self-doubt, self-sabotage. And instead, focus on self-belief, confidence, optimism, and positivity. And I know that's easier said than done, but this card is encouraging you to do just that, because things are about to take off for the best reasons possible. We've got the 8 of Wands. This is you juggling all sorts of different things for all the right reasons. This is the card that shows up that says delays are over. Expect to get busy, and the energy now is really shifting for a movement forward. And this could be quite fast because we've got the Knight of Pencils, Knight of Swords. All the knights have a motorbike. It's fast, it's furious. This Knight of Pencils comes in and says, choose with care. So when everything suddenly takes off, take your time. Our little angel here, look, she can go on the main road or she can go on the bumpy track full of potholes. She needs to slow right down and make a valid and mindful choice. And that's just what you need to be mindful of. I'm sure you'll make a good choice, but it needs to be done mindfully, carefully, because you could have people saying, oh, I need an answer now. Hurry up, hurry up. Everything's taking off. And you just need to say, give me a minute. Have the self-confidence and belief in yourself to say, I'll think it through. I'll be mindful and choose with care. So I hope that resonates, Zane, and thank you for coming into the room.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Zane. Welcome to our room. You've got the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is that card that says you could be losing sleep, sleepless nights, worrying, anxiety, depression. You could be concerned about something, but I'm here to tell you with the Ace of Pentacles, there could be a new job, new offer, new job description, and good news about money. This is a card that says it's a new financial beginning for you. Okay, so less worry. The card you've got for your oracle messages from Spirit and your guides. I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more capable of doing it. Rise up and take the leap of faith. Go after something, Zane, if you've been very interested in wanting to move forward in something, especially if it has to do with your job and your career, I'd go for it. Okay. So thank you so much for coming in. Okay, so we've got Wanda Pierce. Oh, no, we don't. We're going to do Trend Zone because he did a super chat. Okay. All right. He's open.
Hi, Gerald. Nice to see you. What's the weather doing in Chicago? I think it is, isn't it, for
Chicago,
you?
Yeah.
So, 4 lovely cards for you, Gerald. First one, 4 of Wands. This is about stability. This is about you receiving with grace and with gratitude. It's about you being appreciated. This is about our lovely little angel here. Look, she's receiving a bunch of flowers and a thank you balloon. She's being appreciated for everything she does and all that she is. So receiving with grace and with gratitude. The Knight of Teacups is next. So things taking off quite quickly. Fast energy. We've had a lot of knights showing up tonight, not just in your reading, but across the board. So perhaps things are really picking up now. This card comes in and says, just stay balanced, emotionally balanced. Think it through. Don't be rushed into any snap decisions. Take your time, slow down. Just go steady. Because we've got the Wheel of Fortune next, which is lovely. Delays are over. Things are moving forward again. Here she is, look, ready to move forward in an instant. This shows up sometimes if things have felt a little bit slow or a little bit delayed. Not anymore. This is the week when it starts to really move forward for you. So just stay balanced, take your time, be measured, choose carefully, because the Dreamer is your final card. First card in the whole deck. Something new, a leap of faith. You opening these new doors of opportunity for yourself, trying something new. It might mean stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit, but you're ready. This is what this card says. You are ready. Look, the angel on the card has a little bag. She's all prepared and she's gone, right, I'm going to open those doors and see what's on the other side. She could stay behind them forevermore, and that would be okay. But she's inquisitive. She's wanting to find out. She's wanting to start something new. And with the Wheel of Fortune right in front of that card, that does say that you'll have the energy and the motivation to do that. So a leap of faith and opening new doors of opportunity for yourself and you moving forward. So, Gerald, I hope that resonates for you. Thank you.
Gerald, you're making investments and you're wondering why you're not seeing the return right away. This is needless worry. Whatever you put out there, proposal, idea, investment into something, don't get worried. Things will come to fruition. It's just going to take time. Of course, you get the temperance, which again is about things taking time, taking yourself to center. Just breathe in, breathe out. Something's not happening very quickly for you, but this is a card of balance and not getting bent out of shape about a situation that might not be happening right away. Everything in moderation, my friend, but it's got that angel. They've got your back. Now, coming in with your oracle message, you've got, when going through tough times, it is important to remember that nothing up to this point has defeated you. You've overcome challenges before. Be kinder to yourself and be thankful for all that you have. Okay, so I think right now you're kind of in a waiting mode. You've been waiting for something to happen. It hasn't happened yet, but I do think at the end of the day, Spirit's got your back and it's going to work out in your favor. Okay, you've done everything that you can possibly do right. Just don't get stressed out because it hasn't happened. It's just a process. Okay, all righty. We've got we were going to do Wanda, right?
We were.
And then I said no. We have to do.
Gerald always leaves a lovely little flower in the comments. Have you noticed that? Every week there's always a little red rose or a little flower.
Yeah.
When he says thank you for that, Gerald. I love flowers. So we're doing Wanda.
I'm trying to find her here. Here she is. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Wanda's here. Okay, so a couple cards for Wanda. This is just a 2 to 3 card pull.
Excellent. Okay, Wanda. First card, King of Wands. Now, the kings are authority figures in the deck. They've learned their lessons and they're happy to share all this lovely wisdom and knowledge with us. Now, this King of Wands is confident, is successful, very entrepreneurial, very businesslike, and very often helping other people. So this King of Wands would show up very much as someone with an action plan, a business plan. Because they've already learned how to be successful, they're here very much in the teacher, mentor, advisor energy. So this could be you stepping up into this role, because the Hermit card is next. And this is doing just that. It's stepping up, it's shining your light in the world, being that inspiration for other people. It's very much a card of leadership, leading by example, teaching from experience. It's that lovely card. So we've got 2 similar cards here of stepping up and being the mentor, teacher, guiding light. And then we've got the 7 of Teacups. This is about you choosing carefully. Now, little angel on here, look, she's got 7 options. Now, most of them are great, like a bar of chocolate or a flower, but there's a grumpy little gingerbread man here, and she doesn't want to choose him. So before she moves forward, she's doing the sensible thing. And she's stepping back and she's assessing and she's looking at all her options first before moving forward. So there's a lovely energy here of deliberation, thinking it through, looking at all, very much a planning energy coming through, action plan, business plan. And then you stepping up. And the Hermit energy is one of the major arcana cards, and it's stepping up and shining your light and being a guiding light for others. So, Wanda, I wish you every success with that.
Okay, we're winding down, guys. Pretty quick. 3:18, 3:30. No, we came in at 3:30. We're out. Okay, so this is for Wanda. Wanda, things are going to change very quickly. There could be some quick and hasty decisions and choices with the Knight of Wands you're going to have to make, but it could be something simple that you just have to adapt to. It could be an appointment that might get changed very quickly. This is fast-moving action, going after something that you want. The Emperor comes in, you're in the seat of power. You're being more logical. You're being more organized. You're in control now. Okay, you're in control of everything that's happening around you. This is about stability and structure and maintaining that that position. Now, your oracle message is the journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience, strength, and perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Something new's coming in. Thank you, Wanda, for coming into the room. Okay, so we've got Hope, Love, and Sunshine. If you're here, give us a heads up. If not, we've got Solomon Witt, Anna, and we've got April. Cooking Made Easy with April. So any of you three that are in the room, Hope, Love, and Sunshine, Solomon Witt, I know you're here. April, if you're here, give us a heads up because we will be shutting the chat room down at 3:30. You're here? Okay. All righty. So you're next. Hope, Love, you were ahead of Solomon. Okay, so let's see what we have for you. Okay, if you're here, April, give us a heads up. Okay, and I know you're here, Solomon. We've been chatting back and forth. Okay, all right. Kathy's going to be on at 2:00 Pacific time, 5:00 Eastern Standard Time. Kathy's guided light. If any of you want to go in, she will be giving out messages too. You saw her, if some of you have seen her in the room here, she's a great reader.
Okay, so Hope, Love, and Sunshine. King of Wands showing up again. So this is lovely. Literally what I've just said. An authority figure in the deck. This is to remember because your next card is another king. So we've got people showing up for you. This King of Wands, success, confident, very focused, very entrepreneurial, very much the energy of helping you with a plan, a business plan, an action plan, and a way forward. The King of Coins right after that is the card of success. It's very much the card of confidence and new opportunity. This king is very successful in work, in career, definitely in finances. So we've got the king that brings the how-to plan, all the energy and enthusiasm. And then we've got the king that says, yeah, I've done it. I'm successful, very good with money. So this is very successful in work life, financial life, and home life. And your final card, the Ace of Coins. So we've got the ace and the king. We've got both ends of the suit. This Ace of Coins, a golden opportunity, something new, a fresh new start, very much connected to money, work, and home life. So I hope that resonates, Hope, Love, and Sunshine. And yes, thank you for the full moon and the I've got what they call it, Lion's Gate. Yes,
yeah,
what an energy that was, wasn't it? So
amazing. Okay, good. Hope, Love, and Sunshine, you're in charge. Don't forget that. Okay, you might be being doubtful because you don't need to be. Okay, being in control of your emotions, logical and organized, sitting in the seat of power, all about stability and structure. You've got this. You may be getting you may be reconnecting with somebody from your past you haven't seen in a while. And I think it'll go well. They may come with a gift of time, effort, support, love, or even an apology, perhaps. But this card says enjoy the moment. This card also says tap into your inner child and enjoy the ride. Coming in next, you've got if you are worried you don't have the strength to move on, think of how much strength you're using to hold on. Then redirect that energy and enjoy your life. Remember, you're in charge of everything. Okay, only you can make yourself successful and happy. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Don't doubt yourself. You've got everything you have going for you to make it work. Okay, yes, Solomon Witt. Here's a couple of cards for you. Okay. And chat room will be closing at 3:30.
Okay, Salama. First card for you, Page of Pencils, Page of Swords. This is all about new information coming in, new inspiration, new ideas. So this is a card very much when the clarity comes in, when you work it all out. Now you've got it. Now you've got all the information that you need. Now, it can sometimes mean a slight change to plan, a slight change in direction. But don't worry about that. Pay attention to the new information. Look at a bigger picture, Four of Teacups here. Don't be so focused in one direction that you're missing a golden opportunity right beside you. So when you're getting this new information, stand back, look at the bigger picture, look at things from a broader perspective, and just take your time. Because we've got the 10 of Pencils to finish, which is the end of a difficult time. This is the start of things getting better. It's you climbing this ladder of success, and with every step up the ladder, things getting better, so much better, and even better. So a much improved situation, new information coming in to help you. You just need to stand back, look at the bigger picture, and make sure you're not missing a golden opportunity. So I hope that resonates for you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Salma Witt, you've got the Empress giving birth to your dreams, but you could also be hearing about an impending birth of a child in the family fold or amongst your friends. But stand your ground here. You have the ability to be the ultimate mother yourself, taking care of people around you. This is about motherhood. You could be dealing with a mother in your life, or it could be yourself. I do think that you're moving forward. This is a card that says what you nurture, you will see come to fruition. You've got the world. The world is at your feet now. This is a new phase, a new beginning that you're moving into. Set your compass. Don't be afraid to go after what you want, Salma Witt. Now, your card here is don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing silly. You will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret not saying it. So remember, if somebody around you needs to hear how good they are in your life, don't be afraid to tell them. Okay? Beautiful. Okay, so I looked for April. April's not here. This is it. Chat room shut down now. Oops. Help if I spelled it right. Okay, guys, chat room is closed now. And we had a great run again, a great day. It was
absolutely.
I want to thank everybody for coming in again. You guys, we love you so much. Every single Sunday, you're welcome, Salma Witt. Every single Sunday you come in to support Anne and I out here, and we can't thank you enough. If some of you follow us, and most of you do on the YouTube, watch both of us. And if you haven't subscribed, it's free. Everybody out here that is a YouTube creator, all you hear them say about is thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the bell, and you'll get notified every time Anne and I have videos out there, or we're going live, or we're doing podcasts, or whatever the case is. You will be notified. Okay. So if you like us and you like what you see, it's free. Subscribe. Okay. We love all your comments. We try to answer all your comments that come in. And again, hopefully we'll see you again next Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 7 p.m. UK time over there in England. So on that note, we're going to love you and leave you, and stay safe, play safe, and be safe. See you soon.
Thank you so much. See you soon, everybody. Bye.